Pesto's Test Kitchen down here at Casa di Canzonetta. And
hi, Mike Case. How you doing?
how are you, Marcus?
I am great. I am watching the team decorate for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it just is looking so amazing. Hello, guys.
There they are.
How we doing?
Just waving back.
So anyways, today, we're preparing for Christmas. And one of the dishes of Christmas is Feast of the Seven Fishes is coming up.
True.
And this is Sugo alle Vongole.
Which is Italian.
Spaghetti and clam sauce.
Okay, that I recognize. I thought you were yelling at me like my grandma for a minute.
Sugo alle Vongole.
Sit down, Mike. Okay.
All right, so
what are we making first?
We have the pan already getting hot. Thank you, Ron, for bringing this in because my induction failed me again. Some really good quality extra virgin olive oil. We're going to hit that with just a little bit of butter. And you're going to see it's starting to get a little bit of happy. And we like happy. We're going to put in a little bit of slivered red onion, a pinch of salt because we want to draw all the water out of that. We're going to go in with some roasted garlic and some slivered garlic because I like to use a combination of both because we're always doing what here with Mark Canzonetta?
We're always evolving. We're always getting better and adding flavor layers.
Layers of flavor. You got it, my friend. You got it.
Wait a minute.
So look at that, Ronnie. Look how happy that's getting. And I always like to leave those onions just a little bit of crunchy, so I don't want to take them down until what we call translucent when they get kind of soft. I want a little texture on them because this dish doesn't have a lot of texture. We're going to add in these beautiful, amazing baby manila clams. I love using manila clams. They're very tender. They're very flavorful. So a whole pound of baby manila clams is going in there. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to go in with a little bit of black pepper. I love spice. You know I love spice.
That's true.
So instead of chili flakes in this, I'm going to use some Calabrian chilies. How spicy do you like food?
Mid.
So you're about a 5.
Less than mid.
So we're going to use just like a teaspoon of that in there. Okay? We're going to stir this around. We're going to get these clams really, really happy, as I like to say, and I stole that from Emerald Lagasse. But we want these to open up. If a clam you're cooking is fresh and it doesn't open up, that means it's dead. Throw it away. Get rid of it. It's a bad clam.
They should open up.
They should open up.
Okay.
So once that's sauteed for a little bit, we need a little wine. I like to use a dry white wine, preferably from Italy. So I'm going to use a touch of Pinot Grigio. We're going to bring that back up to the boil. We also have whole baby clams that we're going to put in there.
Okay, you want to do that now?
We're not going to do that now.
Okay.
We're just going to let this simmer for a little bit, let those other clams get infused with flavor. We're going to add a little bit of lemon, and I kicked it up with a little bit more flavor. I charred the outside of it, so it's going to have a little bit of a smoky flavor.
Okay.
So that's going to go in there, a little bit of lemon, because we need that acid to go with the seafood. And we're going to serve this with a great Sicilian white wine.
Okay.
So we have the lemon in there right now. So now, Mike, if you want to put up those clams.
Just all of it?
As much as you want. How much do you want?
What about the juice?
All the juice, because that's the flavor, baby.
Well, I like the clams. So let's do it.
Clams and juice, you got it both.
And let me know when I can ask you a couple of questions.
Ask me a couple questions now.
Okay, good. Well,
That's those hot ones.
I think you're on the air. Go ahead. I think I've heard this somewhere. Cook with any oil you want, but eat with the best olive oil.
That is true. There's a few times where I cook with extra virgin. This is one of those times.
Okay.
But I added a little bit of butter to it. You want to cook with an oil that has a high smoke point. Extra virgin olive oil doesn't necessarily. And if you burn it, it's going to have a really, really off flavor. Typically, a great extra virgin olive oil is used to finish the dish. It goes on top. Okay, and we really like that.
Okay, second question. When you're cooking seafood, sometimes it can get too done because it cooks really quick.
So sometimes, like these clams, if they were cooked already, I would pull those clams out, and I would simply go in, and I would take out these clams just like this, and I would let the sauce reduce. And we might just do that. And we'll let the sauce reduce because you don't want to, because clams are very delicate. There's only a couple ways you go with clams and calamari and shrimp and like that. It's either low and slow or quick and fast.
Okay, and this was quick and fast.
This is quick and fast. So we want to take those clams out.
Okay.
And we're going to let...
That's pretty good questions.
Well, those are pro tips. We like that. Some pro tips here. Oh my God, that's starting to smell so good. So this evolved in Italy around 1839. It's evolved in coastal regions around Italy, but this actually occurred in eastern Genoa. So in eastern Genoa, they started making this dish. One of the famous dukes there, I can't remember his name, Iberco something, but he actually published the recipe for this in 1839.
Okay.
So then what happened was all the Italian immigrants, they came to New York City and they started making this dish in New York City and became very, very, very popular.
Are we done with these ingredients, or is this the next part with the pasta?
We're going to use some more butter, and then at the end, we're not going to finish it with this beautiful Locatelli cheese.
So
and I'm going to tell you
why. About that. Okay, let's take our break, and then when we come back, we'll keep going.
Absolutely, sounds great.
All right, be right back.
Hey guys, you feel that chill in the air?
We sure do. That means it must be time for Valley Spotlight to team up with Galt Heating and Cooling and warm up the holiday season.
That's right. If you know someone who needs a new furnace, now's your chance to help.
To nominate someone to win a brand new Lennox furnace, just visit valleyspotlight.com. Tell us their story and help us make this holiday season extra special for someone who needs it.
The winner will be announced on Valley Spotlight, December 8th at 10 a.m.
On the Valley CW. Happy holidays, everyone.
Find your next meal on the new Eat Local Ohio app. Beautifully curated food content from all the best local independent restaurants, right at your fingertips. Download the app today. Eat Local Ohio.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Back here at Pesto's Test Kitchen.
We got some beautiful reduction. We're
Bring
going to
them
put
up
the
to speed.
clams back in.
All right.
We're going to get those nice and hot
Tell
again.
them what we're making in case they tuned out or just tuned in.
Sugo alle Vongole.
Which means?
Linguine and clam sauce. But we're using spaghetti because the Italians use spaghetti. They don't really use linguine. Use whatever pasta you like. If you like bow ties, use bow ties. So you can see that sauce is nice and reduced now. We're going to add some very, very high butter fat content, Italian butter. You can use good
Italian
old butter at home, but please, whatever you're doing at home, make sure you use sweet, unsalted butter. Don't use salted butter because it might mess up your recipe because you're already adding salt into it, so you don't want to do that. We want to add a little bit of parsley.
These are from Italian cows. I know.
Moo! Moo!
Like that? Is that how it goes?
I think we've all went around the bend here. So we're going to stir that butter in.
You can say that if you're Italian. If you're not, you can't make that joke.
And Chef Bobby in the back already created and gave us some really, really nice bronze die pasta here that he cooked al dente that we're going to stick back in.
Okay.
And we're going to bring this back up to heat. And we want that pasta to cook in there for about 60 seconds because that bronze die pasta, as we know, because I've talked about it until I'm blue in the face, is very porous and it absorbs a lot of things. So we want to stir that in there. We want to get it hot. We want to get it happy. And look at the clams in there. I mean, this is just going to be a beautiful, amazing dish. Mike, we're going to pour some wine.
Oh, good.
This is a really, really great Sicilian wine. The Sicilians are really making some amazing wines these days. It's a light and dry, crisp wine. It's only about 12.5% alcohol, so you can have a glass or two and you're never going to feel the effects of it. It's a great summer wine. So what do you think of that? Cheers.
Yes, cheers it up.
To a great Christmas season. Wonderful, isn't it?
Crisp. It's very crisp.
So we like to do, everybody likes their TikTok moments these days.
Oh.
So we're going to take the pasta, we're going to put it inside our
We're going to stack
Our later.
that fancy stack?
We're just going to lay it out flat.
Okay.
Just like so.
Okay.
And that looks beautiful. We need a little bit more pasta there. But then we're going to take that beautiful clams and the sauce and put it over the top.
Okay.
Look at that. That looks great.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to layer over this amazing clam and clam sauce. And look at that. And we want to make sure we get all that beautiful broth that has that Pinot Grigio, those Calabrian chilies.
We're going to need some bread to sop this up, aren't we?
We're going to have to go steal some bread. I don't think they've baked it off yet.
It's okay.
Because our bread is quite amazing, as you know.
At home, you would have bread for this.
You would.
There's no doubt.
So I'm going to steal one of my forks back from
Now,
you.
wait. You would think that I would put this grated cheese on top. But I almost got yelled at when I
If you
brought
don't
it
know
up.
what the 11th commandment is, no cheese on fish in Italy. That's the 11th commandment.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we have this wonderful Italian condiment called panagrato. As you know, the Italians, they don't waste anything.
Pan means bread.
Bread. Yeah. So we take the bread, we make breadcrumbs, we toast them in extra virgin olive oil, we add some parsley, some chili, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of lemon zest, and this is our cheese, panagrato, that's going on top of that beautiful sugo alle vongole.
I have a friend who has an Italian restaurant in Akron.
Okay.
And they serve that instead of cheese because when the dad grew up, they didn't have the money for cheese, and that's what they used.
Mike, get in there.
Here we go.
Get in there.
All right, you going in?
You go in first.
All right, I'll go.
You're my guest.
It's true.
You can use the spoon to twirl.
I want a spoon twirler.
Well, that's good.
But what's the etiquette when you eat it over the dish and the rest falls in the dish? Is that okay?
It's fine.
Because I think that's what's going to happen.
I think it is. I think you're going to be fine. I mean, you might want to have a little bit of a better twirl there, but that's okay.
Doing my best. You're doing live television.
We're live on TV.
Wow, man, that's wonderful.
Is that good? Did you like the panagratto?
I did. I like the butter. It's salty because of the clams.
So fresh, so bright.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to add a little bit more lemon, and you're all set.
Yeah.
This is one of the feasts of the 7 fishes that we're going to be serving during the holidays at Casa di Canzonetta.
When do the holidays officially start around here? Would you say Thanksgiving-ish? I know they're decorating.
As soon as Rick is done with decorating,
I mean,
and his team is done decorating, it's Christmas to me.
Okay.
So, and if you're a kid, you're going to get a special little gift. Every kid gets a special gift. Besides the lucky $2 bills, you're going to get an additional gift every time you come into Casa di Canzonetta.
I was going to ask you that. It looks great on the Steel Light plateware, doesn't it?
It does. Steel Light, our sponsor. I mean, they're just fantastic. I'm going to cheers with my newest Vongole glass, and I love it.
Okay. That's Pesto's Testers for this week.
Cheers.
Tell them one more time. The winning Clam Sauce is called? In Italian?
Sugo alle Vongole. Sugo alle Vongole.
That'll be on the menu, and you'll know now what it is.